Hi guys, this is Sona again. As you know that we were on a trip to Nova Scotia, and I would like to share certain points with you that you can use before you plan to have a road trip or maybe a flight trip to Nova Scotia. Things to take care of, things to check, things to plan beforehand so that your trip remains successful. So I'll share a few points. So number one is basically what you want to do in various places of Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia is basically a very nature-kissed, very blessed place. It has basically two major water bodies. At one side you will see Bay of St. Laurent River, which looks like a sea anyway, and on the other side you have North Atlantic Ocean, which again like how the ocean looks. So basically it has got fishing, it has got hiking, it has got varied food joints to enjoy, sightseeing points. So what is your major point of interest? If you have special preferences, not a general sightseeing one, then you should consider that, so that you should plan to go to those places specifically, spend more time on that rather than just moving around, roaming around. That otherwise you will end up losing your days, and you will realize at the end of the day or end of the trip that you should have spent more time fishing, or spent more time in hiking, or spent more time just sitting in peacefully, just sitting by the side of an ocean on a stone or something like that. So yeah, so number one point is make yourself very clear, if not like 100% clear, but yes, at least you should know what are your points of interest. If you want to go for fishing, if you want to go for sightseeing, if you want to go for hiking or cycling around the river or mountain roads. So yeah, because it has got lots of things to do. Number two is stay. So where do you want to stay? So you have two major broad options. One is hotels like IHG, Wyndham, Delta hotels like Marriott and all. And the other option you can choose from is basically chalet, like the small cottages which are around the rivers, around the mountains, which will enable you to see and feel the nature all the time. Yeah, so it all depends on what you want, how you want your experience. Like for example, if you stay in a hotel, your stay will be very comfortable if the hotel is reasonably good, and yeah, no insect repellents are required, no mosquitoes should be there, so it's a very clean usual stay. But if you go for chalet, chalet is like a French word for cottages. So for cottages, you will probably need, yes, mosquito repellent, applicators to protect yourself from mosquitoes, sunscreens all the time. You would need certain probably things that you should carry, like toilet papers. They should provide, but I usually pack some more in case they run out. The shops are not nearby, maybe the owners don't live nearby. So yeah, the usual toiletries, you might not be very sure that you have everything for the whole stay. Sometimes you are with kids and you need something which is not available in the chalet, and there is no hotel staff to go out of the way to cater to your needs. So yeah, and there is no grocery stores nearby. Usually it's all forests, lakes, and all nature, and so no shops exactly. So yeah, you should take care of, you should consider all these needs before you decide on which type of stay you would like to have. It should be a hotel or it should be a cottage. Number three point is food. So basically, for those who are like, who eat meat, who eat everything, seafood, no allergies, no preferences, they should be good everywhere actually. But for me, for like a family like ours, we are vegetarian, and we like Indian food as well, but we are not like particularly restricted to Indian food only. But yes, vegetarian is a must for us. So for us, we need to carry some prepackaged foods sometimes, because if in case the place doesn't offer any restaurants, there are vegetarian, or you're fed up of eating burgers and pizzas all the time, you need to have some food packed already in your luggage, so that you can just open, heat it up in the microwave, or yeah, just to feed the family, like maybe one meal a day, like dinners, usually when you're tired and getting late. And some places, restaurants are closed on some days, and some time the restaurant closing time is too early, that you are returning back home from a sightseeing or place and you don't get to reach on time. So you must have some food that is pre-packaged, that you can heat it up and eat, at least to cater to your hunger for that particular day. So yeah, so otherwise there should not be any problem as far as Nova Scotia is concerned, like Cape Breton or Sydney, Halifax, Dartmouth, Bedford. All the places have wonderful restaurants with different various types of cuisines, including Indian cuisines. So yeah, but I still carried some prepackaged foods, and I had a couple of opportunities that I had to open up and eat from that. Number 4 point is carrying useful accessories with you rather than renting out. So by accessories means if you like biking, and if you get a chance, then you might want to carry your bikes, your like bicycles with you on the back of your car. And you can also rent it in many places, but not all the places, especially in jungles. You should have your own. And of course, with bikes you will need to carry the helmet and other accessories that you will need. Other thing which I would like, especially with kids, swimming suits. If they like to enjoy in the beaches, a swimming suit is a good option. Change of clothes, of course, you will carry when you visit a beach. Slippers not only for the beach, but also when it rains, because in mountains it rains very suddenly, and you might end up wetting up all your shoes. You can't walk anymore, and you are too far from your hotel that you can't go back like too quickly and come back to the same position, to the same place. So you might want to carry some slippers, some flip-flops, so that if your shoes are wet, you can take them off and just change in your slippers, so that at least you can walk. You don't need to, because you can't walk barefoot. So you need something. So instead of buying something, and even if you don't have any shops around, you should have something as an additional thing, so you can carry. You can just put on and yeah, continue with your day. The fifth and a very important point is basically scheduling your visits to the places you want to visit. Basically, scheduling means you have to plan you should plan all your days, basically, I would say. And if you are not able to plan all the days upfront, you can plan like a couple of days before, or at least a day before. Because sometimes what happens that you're visiting a place, say you're visiting a beach, and very nearby, like in a 15 or 20 minutes drive, you had another very famous, very good sightseeing spot, or anything else which you might want to visit, and you didn't schedule, you didn't check, and you just came back home thinking you had a place that you visited that day, and you're happy. But next day you again search for another place to visit, and probably you will see something which you didn't realize it was so near that you don't want to drive to the same direction, to the same place again, but you still want to visit that place. It looks so nice to you in the picture. So you might want to schedule things upfront, so that you just want to visit all the places around. If you're driving to that particular direction, say it's a couple of hours drive from your hotel or your cottage, then it's a must that you must visit all the nearby, like 10 minutes drive places at least, so that you want to be satisfied at the end of the day, because you drove so much. So you ended up watching so many places, experiences, and you don't know which small little sightseeing place really touches your heart. As a bonus information tip, I would say the places that we have visited recently, and I recommend, of course, visiting, are Cape Breton Island, basically. Cabo Trail, it's a very good trail in Cape Breton, and it's like river one side, or Atlantic Ocean many times one side, and another side forests and beautiful mountains. So highly recommended. Third is Louisburg, Sydney. Next is Meats Cove, Skyline Trail, and moving a bit, another side is Halifax, Dartmouth, Bedford, and highly recommended Peggy's Cove. It's really beautiful. You must visit. So yeah, that was my tips or information about our recent trip to Nova Scotia. In case you need any more information and you want to ask something from me, please do let me know. I will surely try to answer it as efficiently and as good as I can. So yeah, thank you so much.